There are 5 different approaches that can be used to calculate the value of estimated completion. Each of these approaches is applicable for any given project and will provide the project management team with an early warning signal if the EAC forecasts are not within the acceptable tolerances. Now let's go through each of these approaches one by one. The first formula for calculating EAC is equal to BAC upon CPI. This is the most commonly used formula for calculating estimate at completion, and in this formula it is assumed that throughout the project life cycle will maintain a constant CPI. The second formula is EAC is equal to AC plus remaining work. Now the work remaining is equal to BAC minus EV. This formula is used when the assumption is that the present cost variance was only a one-time event and our budgeted cost will be applicable for the remaining project. A one-time cost variance could be due to unexpected delays in shipment and no further shipment are required, or an unexpected event, maybe a fire or an earthquake caused the closure of office building for a week or so. This is also referred to as an atypical case. Now the third formula for calculating estimated completion is EAC is equal to AC plus BAC minus EV divided by CPI. Now for the third formula, the assumption is the work remaining, which is BAC minus EV, will be performed at a constant CPI. The fourth formula for calculating estimated completion is EAC is equal to AC plus BAC minus EV divided by CPI into SPI. This is used if both CPI and SPI influence the work remaining. This will be used when your projected cost at completion will also be impacted by the fact whether you deliver on schedule, before the schedule, or you deliver late. The fifth formula is EAC is equal to AC plus ETC bottom up. This will be used if the initial plan is no longer valid and you have to re-estimate for the remainder of the project.